What up, YouTube? It's your boy Yellow back with another unboxing. Today we are going to take a look at a device that I just happened to stumble across some videos about smartwatches. Now, if you guys have been following my channel, you know I go way back to a lot of smartwatches, even starting with the first Galaxy Gear that had the camera on the band, and obviously rocking the Apple Watch for the last few years. This is the Series 4. So I guess you can see I'm kind of spoiled with smartwatches now. It's really hard to go back to a regular watch. So I came across some videos and I was unaware of these devices that run a full Android operating system. So I decided to hit up Amazon. I also hit up, I guess it's called Banggood. Maybe I'll put the link in the description to order a couple of these watches to really check them out. So the one that just came today through Amazon is something called a Ticwris watch. And I will go ahead and get this opened up so we can take a look together for the first time. So very curious. So obviously you're watching this video because you're probably a nerd like myself and you just love the technology, and boy, I'm curious to see how this thing is going to fit. So here is the watch itself, so we'll take that out. So nice little packaging job. Oh, this thing is going to be huge. So let's put that to the side for a moment just to see what else comes in this little box. And I'm assuming this has to be the charging apparatus. You guys like that word? Let's see here. I don't like to just rip into things. I want to open them properly, but let's see here. How does this open up? Okay. So here we have, looks like a little tool. I believe this is to get the back of the watch open because it is a watch that takes a SIM card, and I just happen to have the SIM card to one of my lines through T-Mobile. And here is the charging mechanism. So I don't know if this thing is going to come with some juice to it. It may not, so I may have to charge it up for a little bit. But you see it's almost like a little device that it will sit on, like not really a cradle, but you got the USB. Okay, so let's take a look at the watch itself. So the other one that I ordered that I'm waiting on is probably going to take it a while. I believe it's coming from Hong Kong, but the other one seems to be where it can detach from the band itself and be like its own separate little unit. This one, I believe the band is built in, so it's probably a lot more difficult to change the band out if you don't care for the band. So this band here seems pretty sturdy. Let's see if we can undo the band. So there are the pins there that we can use to put it on the device to charge it. And let's see what it says. It says smartwatch guiding the new smart life. Okay, we got some sensors there. I believe it's just a heart rate sensor. Maybe I'll pull up the specs for this particular watch and put them somewhere on the screen for you guys to take a look. So it looks like it comes with a little screen protector there. So you should have, this should be a power button, I'm gonna say, over here. And this is what's even had me more curious. It's got the cameras back on this watch. So like I said, I started out with smartwatches with the Gear, and this one has a camera here, and I believe this here is the front facing camera, so you should be able to do video calls. And then I believe I have to take this plate off to do the SIM card. So let me just see if it has any juice. because if not, I'll charge it up and then we'll come back. All right, looks like it might power up here. I'll give you guys a close-up of the boot up animation. See how long it takes to actually boot up for the first time. And right now we'll say it's got some weight to it, but it doesn't feel unwieldy yet. But I'm definitely excited to really try this thing out. So we'll go ahead and let's take off this protector here. And yep, we're gonna roll with English. We'll do the metric system. And this is gonna ask for all my personal settings. So I will go through, set this thing up, and then we'll take a look. All right, YouTube, so I've been playing around with this watch for the past 2 days, and I do have some thoughts, some concerns, but I did fail to show you guys this little compartment when I did the original unboxing piece. It has like a little warranty card that comes in it. It even includes a nice little color booklet here to tell you a few different things about the watch. So this is the Ticwris Max S. So there is a regular Max that's a little bit older, I guess, that is bigger and has a bigger battery, but supposedly this battery is going to be just as good. And they also throw in an additional screen protector, so that's pretty sweet, and a couple of extra screws that go into the underside of the watch, and they kind of hold in this the SIM card cover. So I tried using it as like a standalone device, as well as tried to tether it, like to pair up with an iPhone as well as an Android phone, like the Fold 2. So few things. The watch itself, not really bad as far as the fit. It seems a bit chunky, but pretty sturdy. The front-facing camera is pretty decent. It actually uses a face unlock for the front-facing camera, so it's a pretty decent front-facing camera. It's going to be pretty difficult to use this side camera. Like you're basically just putting your wrist, had to point your hand down to kind of shoot the little camera shot from here. So I don't know how useful that is. Maybe somebody else will find some usefulness out of it. But so build quality pretty solid. After wearing it all day, it does tend to wear you down a little bit. You can start to get those marks because you got to keep it pretty tight. I have like average size wrists, so had to tighten it up pretty good to make it feel secure. But I did a few things with it. I mean, I downloaded some apps. Let's see if we can, so this has to do face unlock. Let me do that really quick. So that works pretty quickly. So when you swipe left, you get like your apps, and I've downloaded some apps. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There's a back button here. Let's cancel that out. Oh, okay. I downloaded a few apps, as you can see here. Like I've got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, tried to put Apple Music on here, YouTube. So you can pretty much go into the Play Store and download whatever app you want. I even downloaded Nova Launcher because I saw some reviews on this watch and a lot of people use Nova Launcher because it is a full-blown Android operating system, but it's an older version. It's like 7.11 or something like that. So you can pretty much download the majority of apps that are available in the Play Store. The only problem is, and this, I guess there's a workaround where you can download different apps to kind of lock this into this horizontal mode, because a lot of the apps that you run, they will automatically shift it into portrait mode. So then you have your watch basically here, but then in order to see anything, you have to tilt it, unless you get one of those apps. So just keep that in mind. So I like the idea of this watch, and that's really going to be the key. The idea of this watch is really nice. So I have a full-blown Android operating system on the watch. I guess where it falls short for me is that it is looked at as more of a standalone device than it is a companion device, which I'm kind of spoiled and used to the Apple Watch. So I expect my watch to give me like notifications and things like that. And it could just be me, user error, but I could never really get notifications to work properly. So, you know, trying to pair it up via Bluetooth with the iPhone, even with the Android phone. I mean, it seemed like it would pair, but then it wouldn't receive the notification. So maybe it's something that I missed, or I just didn't spend enough time with it. But I just feel like this is really built to be a standalone device. And for me, it doesn't, it's not strong enough to be a standalone, in my opinion. I mean, I had it on Wi-Fi, and the processor is a decent processor, but it's just, once you get used to a certain speed, it's hard to go backwards, man. It's hard to go back to something where you're waiting on the app to load. Like you can put a browser on here, like I got the Chrome browser, and you're kind of waiting, right? So if you use it as a standalone device, you know, you got to have patience. It is possible. If you're not spoiled like me, maybe you had, you know, just a decent phone that you were using and you'd find it more convenient to have a watch like this, then by all means try it out. See if it's going to be quick enough for you to do different tasks. I'm sure there's a market for it. So you can do a lot of different watch faces and things. So it comes with a lot of preloaded watch faces. I really like these tiles here, very Windows-esque, and you can interact with these. So I don't know, I think for the Apple Watch they call them like complications or something like that. So you can just hit the complication, there's the camera, so that'll be the side camera. You can hit here and then it'll use the front facing camera like this, and you can click here just to take the pictures or go to video. So like I said, the front facing camera is not too bad. I believe it's an 8 megapixel, and then this one I believe is a 2 megapixel. So not too bad, but still kind of gimmicky. Picture quality is meh, but I doubt many people are really trying to get this watch for the cameras. Those are just a decent add-on. Now, I did order another watch, like I said. It's supposed to be more up to date as far as the specs. The other one, I believe, is coming from Hong Kong, so it's going to probably take a while to get here. But it should have a 13 megapixel front facing camera, Bluetooth 5.0 instead of, I believe this one has like 4.0 or 4.2, something like that. So it should be a better, stronger Bluetooth connection. And I think the processor in the other one is better. It's like not a quad core, but an octa-core processor. So we'll have to see how well that one handles. But the interface on here, not too bad, but like I said, there's a lot of waiting time when you're trying to load different things up. But if you're okay with that, then maybe this watch will work out for you. So not bad overall. A watch that's less than 200 bucks, full-blown Android, a pretty good option. But like I said, I need something that's more of a companion, and then a standalone option is great, but you at least have to get the notifications right. And I think this is where at least I couldn't figure out how to make it work flawlessly. So that's how I feel about the watch right now. Battery life has been pretty decent. But again, I'm not overly impressed, I would say, with this particular one, with the Ticwris. So we'll have to see how the other one works out. So hit me up in the comments if you guys have any questions or anything like that. And yeah, until the next one, it's your boy Yella. I'm out. Peace.